I'm Mike Sullivan, and today we're going to try to take away some of the frustration of this game to show you how you can stop, or at least do less, topping and chunking of the golf ball. So this afternoon, after our last lesson of the day, I was actually thinking about what we were going to make this video on, and so I kind of came up and I walked up and down the tee line to take a look at some of the golfers, and I came across a guy named Greg who's been working on his game now for a couple of years, I would say. He's not a kid, so he's an adult who's been playing for a couple of years, and he's coming along really issly, but he's a little bit frustrated because he's not always making really nice, solid contact. And what's going on here is Greg, like so many other golfers, they're working on the game, they're getting better. They're not as good as they're going to be, though, if they keep on practicing. And the one thing that's really noticeable with him is that he's trying to lift the ball up in the air, probably subconsciously, but he's trying to lift the ball up in the air. He's also trying to consciously keep his head down, which is a mistake, and we're going to talk about that in a second. So the purpose of this video today is to help you become less frustrated with a little bit better understanding as to how we're going to hit good solid golf shots, as well as a drill that you can do to make it more natural for you to make good solid contact as a habit in the future. So if you look at a slow motion video of the average tour player when they're striking the golf ball with their irons from the fairway or from a practice tee, one of the things that you're going to see is most of these guys, when they actually make impact, if you take a look at the buttons on my shirt, when they make impact with the ball, their buttons are moving forward on their shirt. So the sternum moves forward, and you can see as my sternum moves forward, my lead shoulder moves forward, and that makes my shaft lean forward as well. So you see forward shaft lean, and you also see the player's sternum moving forward. So first off, and this is a big misconception people have, if you try to keep your head down, which everyone's been told, it inhibits the ability to get your weight moving forward, and you're going to end up having problems. The reason you're going to have problems if you try to keep your head down is you're going to be making contact with the ground behind the ball. Or if you don't make contact with the ground, you're going to catch the ball on the way up and hit some thin shots or some topped shots. So this whole idea about keeping your head down, you should really abandon it. And I have seen thousands of swings on video. One of my former teachers, Charlie King, had seen thousands of swings on video, and he had told me, you're not lifting your head, no one's lifting your head, don't try to keep your head down. And I can tell you also, you're not lifting your head, so do not try to keep your head down. So now that that's out of the way, let's talk about what we can do to achieve this nice tour player type of impact position, or at least get closer to it. We have to get comfortable making contact with the ball with our sternum over our front foot. So here's a great way to learn it, and I've seen people work on this and get a lot better and hit more solid shots. This is a great practice drill to do 5 or 10 minutes out of every practice session that you have. Start off normally setting up to the ball, and I've got a pitching wedge in my hand. So I got my wedge, my short club. I'm going to go ahead and start turning my hips and shoulders forward a little bit. And what's happening is the buttons on my shirt are moving forward. That was our dog, sorry about that. So the buttons on my shirt are moving forward here, and my shaft is leaning forward a little bit. Okay, so from here, I'm in that tour player type of impact position. It's not just so easy to tell you, hey, when you hit your shot, just get to there, because it doesn't happen that way. So we're going to ensure that we get there by starting there. So here's how the drill is going to work. It's like an impact chipping drill. We're going to go ahead and start off normal. Everything goes forward, and I'm going to stay here. By the way, practice this in a mirror at first, because you're not going to get far enough forward. We're going to get way forward, and then I'm going to make a little swing, keeping all my weight in my front foot. And what's going to happen, if you could see that ball, that was about a 5-iron height, a really, really low ball flight, and my divot was ahead of where that ball started. Let's try that again. weight forward, hands forward, keep it there as I hit my shot. Another nice low straight shot. So if we're working this drill, we're gonna see divots ahead of the ball as opposed to behind the ball. So if you're taking a divot, get ahead of the ball. If you're not taking a divot, you'll probably do better getting your weight forward and your hands forward. This chipping drill, this impact chipping drill is a great way to give you that correct feel of really good, solid impact.